Hey guys, Smitty here. Thanks for tuning in and welcome back. So, what I'm going to do today is actually be going through a bit of a build tutorial. You guys seem to really like some of the ships I built in my previous video. And so what I want to do today is go step by step through how I built some of these, so maybe you can implement them into your own maps. So, without further ado, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get right into it. Alright, so when I'm building ships on the pond, there's two ways that you can really have them elevated above the water. Either it has to be connected to, a dock that comes from the ground somewhere over here, or it has to be buoyed up by a floating platform. So I'm gonna build just a small one first, just to kind of show you the framework that I work from. But so the nice thing about using a floating platform is that you can place it anywhere you want on the pond at whatever angle. Just looks nicer if you're trying to have a more like natural organic look to your builds. So once you have the place where you want your ship to be, I use different roof tiles to create the hull. So in this case, we'll make just a small one. Start here, and we'll just have it right next to each other. So then you just need to decide how big you want the body of the ship. And then at the ends, what I like to do is I use these roof interior corners to bring it off into a point here. So there. So that gives us the nice bowl look of a ship body. From here, I also like using a roof piece as a just a little ramp up to the boat, just so you can access it from the water. And then you need to decide where exactly you want to put the deck. So you can either put the deck right up at the edge here, or you can actually put it down midway. I'll just make it up at the top here, just for this version. But it always just takes a little bit of experimenting to see which design you prefer. So then we'll use some triangle floors just to cap off these ends. We will also use some of the acorn fence just to line the edge here. So then you need to figure out where you want to put the mast. So I don't know, you can put it in the middle, you can put it more towards the back. I usually like putting it slightly more towards the back. We'll put it up maybe 3. And I like using the stem wall just to emulate that. And then for the sail, I usually use the grass wall. So what I like to do is I actually like to put the sail diagonally on the mast. I feel like that just looks much more interesting on the profile of the boat, so not everything's just gridded and perpendicular. I mean, it's everyone's own choice, but that's how I like to do it. And so we just need to decide how big we exactly want to make the sail. We'll leave it like that. At the corners of the sails, what I like to do is I actually like to change the angle again, just to give a little bit more depth to the sail. I think it just makes it look a little bit more interesting. So we'll do that on each side. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll use some triangle walls just to flare out the edges here. So there you have it. I mean, it's pretty simple. You can obviously add however much decorations you want, whatever wherever your imagination takes you. But this is the basics of how I would construct it. And then if we want to build something bigger, we just take this and reapply it and scale it up. So let's build a big one over here. So we'll have it gone maybe this direction. Does that work? Yeah, I like that. We'll make it pretty wide as well. So let's lay out the hull with our roof. So go from here, and we'll go there. Alright, so let's lay out the body here. Alright, we'll lay in the floor underneath. Alright, and we will bring it to a point out here, and we will use our interior roof corners. And then in the back, we will do something similar. But maybe we won't bring it to an entire point. We'll just bring it in a little bit, and then we'll just like that. So there is the body of our ship. Now we'll just fill in the deck. Well, first let's build the ramp so we can get on. Now we will build the deck. Alright, so now we have the deck complete. So the body of the ship is done. Now we just have to build on top of it. And really, again, it's very similar to the smaller one we built. We just scaled it up. The first thing I like to lay out is, usually there's some kind of like captain's quarters in the back of the ship. And that's usually where the steering wheel is as well. Throw these down. And then we'll do little half spaces for the doors here because I feel like that makes more sense in terms of the scale of the ship. So we'll leave it like that. And we will have some windows as well. And then probably have the back wall just solid. So now we need to build the deck where the steering wheel is going to go. Lay it in. And I sometimes like having it come out just on a little bit of a extended platform like here. Seal it off with some fence. And then I've been toying around with some different, gimmicks for what we could use as a steering wheel, but really what I've just resorted to is just maybe putting like a ant head. At least it communicates something, right? So maybe this is what they have invented in the world of Grounded to sail these ships. I don't know. Use your imagination. So next we'll just line some of the edges here just with our fences. Just make it look a little nicer. Alright, so now that we got our fencing in, the next thing that we're going to do is build the mast and the sail. So we'll build it up. Couple tiles high. Let's see if we can get it one more. There we go. And now we will work on the sail. We'll make it diagonal again. So maybe we'll go up 3 this time. So we'll angle in the sides again. Very nice. And then we will, again, just throw some of these triangle walls on the bottom. So there we go. We have the mast and the sail. The next thing that we're going to want to do is build up the mast higher and then put the crow's nest on top. So let's go ahead and work on that. I think we'll go one more up. And then we will place our platform just so it's split in the middle there. And then one thing that I like to do, which I think ends up looking quite nice, is I place a zip line on the top here, and then I give the illusion that it's the mast and the sail is roped, because I'll connect it to other zip lines down on each side. So let's put one in the front as far as we can put it, and then let's put one in the back. And I usually elevate the one in the back, so maybe we'll just build a little section here. So let's throw the other zip line on here, the anchor. Alright, so then if we climb back up, we'll go ahead and we will attach the zip lines to each of the anchors. So then we can zip on down. What we'll also do with this is we will finish up the crow's nest by creating this section. So I'm using the roof interior corner and I'm just finishing up the crow's nest just because I think that looks nicer than just having a platform there. You'll see we have our mast, our sail, and then we have this cool little effect where it's roped by zip lines. So once you have your mast and your sail and your crow's nest, you'll want to figure out a way to actually get to the top. And so what I figured is one of the best ways, just used a couple tiles on the back of the sail. So this allows us to at least get up to the crow's nest so we can use it. So we'll go ahead and just put some finishing touches on this larger ship here. Put some more railings on. And then maybe just for fun, we'll go ahead and we'll make it a pirate ship. Put some crossbones on the top there. Alright, so there you guys have it. You can go ahead and decorate this however you see fit, you know, let your imagination run wild. But as you can see, we basically just took the concept from the smaller ship and then scaled it up and then built on top of it. So hopefully you guys find this helpful. Would love to see you guys implement something similar in your own maps. But if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure you like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks.